What's up? I don't know if my sound bites are gonna work. I switched over here last minute because am I muted? Hello? I'm in StreamYard. So I'm not in Ecamm today, so I don't know if my sound bites are gonna work. But at least we've got the kazoo. What's up, Mermeow? Hi. I just washed it. It's a it's a whole it's like Chewbacca's child. Thank you. I watched it. I watched it today. It got to the point where I was like, you know, 3 weeks is kind of my max. I know that sounds gross. I do not wash my hair very often. Just dyed my hair magenta. Oh, I'm jelly. I'm so jealous. Oh, you got my kazoo earrings on? Hell yeah. Let's go. I love my kazoo earrings. I also have Oh, thank you. I think StreamYard touches up your appearance because this is not what I look like in real life. I did scrub the hell out of my face in the shower, though. I exfoliated with my Korean exfoliator mitt all over. I feel like a new person. Here's how we got here. Okay. So I think the channel that used to cover Jessica the channel that used to cover ItWorks the most was Jessica Hickson. So if you want like the ItWorks tea, go to Jessica's channel. I don't think she's creating content right now. So I was like, oh my God. Since we've already had a run in with Optavia and Pastors and Twistiness, and I knew that she used to cover this lady who is a pastor's wife in ItWorks, I was like, I'm so nosy. I'm nosy as hell. So did I find her? I did. Her name? Public figure Ashley, and her husband's a pastor. Did I blur her? Obviously not. Look at the cover. So someone I've obviously never been able to sneak into any of her Zoom calls, but I did find a conversation, an interview about from top earner in ItWorks with on this podcast thing on YouTube. So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna be nosy together. Maybe we'll have sound bites. I don't know. Hi, Heather. Yes, we're in StreamYard today. How's everyone doing? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hello. Did I blur her? Obviously not. Look at the Listen, I'm sorry. I know, I know. I should have a more ethical view of blurring people because they're the do I disagree with experts in the field? Maybe. They like cult experts say that you're the victim and the perpetrator at the same time. Yes, and also I don't want you to join her team. So I don't want there to be any confusion about who I'm talking about avoiding, you know what I'm saying? So, I think this is part of my niche. Raging against PowerPoints and graphic designers and also finding pastors using their influence for evil. I don't know. Public figures or those at the tippity top that have sponsored ads on social media. It's all good to show. Indeed. Now, does that can I just say this? Can I just say this for posterity's sake for my butt? I don't care what you do on your channel, okay? I'm just doing what I feel is the best on my channel. And that's what I'm going to do. And I needed a break from Jesse Lee. You need to take accountability even when you're the victim, for sure. For sure. Uriah, hello. I hope you have a great night's sleep. I wasn't going to go live, but then I was like, this is the only time I can go live right now. So I didn't have a good night last night. And then I ate some things I wasn't supposed to eat because I didn't eat all day. And then I'm like, all right, first soda. And like, I don't know. Last time y'all saw me drinking Sonic. So here we go. Add to stream. And I'm going to be bigger because I'm a, narcissist. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not a narcissist. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't joke about that. There we go. No, this is bad. What about this side? What about this side? No. Nope. I'm trying to find my spot. Just give me a second. I don't know where I should go. Nope. I'm gonna be in the middle. I'm gonna make a new one. Please hold. You've reached the limit. Can I edit this one? I'm gonna edit this one, okay? Save. Update. Do we like this? Is this what y'all am I in the middle? Can someone be sure I'm gonna look at myself. Oh, I hear crackling. I ruined my cord. No. You know how many cords I've ruined? Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Disclaimer. Great point. I'll BRB. Thank you for the disclaimer reminder. Where am I? Here we go. I'm back. Let me edit this real quick. Mm. Oh my god, give me a break. Is this okay? Why is a disclaimer needed? Great question. Should I be on top? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me edit this. Hold on. I think I need to be like up here or something, and I need to be smaller. I should be right in the middle. They would hate that. I'm trying my best. I don't know what to do. Hold on. I'm gonna fix it. I don't know what's happening. This is what we're doing. I should have done this in Ecamm, but I didn't. So here's why I do that. If a human is going to review my video for, um, you know, commentary or whatever, I want them to see the disclaimer, and sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. I also have the rules in there because rules matter to me, and I'm still gonna put those in there, and then I try to let people know that if you're free range listening, the cursey words will be flying today. So, I hope okay, yes, I'm huge now. Alright, this lady right here on the left, blonde hair, no idea who she is. Purple hair on the right is Ashley. She is a pastor's wife. She makes a hell of a ton of money and ItWorks. And you all already know I cried on the first ItWorks stream the other day. We're hopefully not going to cry today. Yeah, I get that. I guess because I join after the disclaimer shown or always skip intros till we get to the meat and potatoes replay. Yeah, that's I try to make it short. Except, I run my mouth. So it's like I don't know, I just wanna talk to y'all. I kinda wanna do a stream one day where we just hang out. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe so. Here we go. I wish I didn't see the top of their I wish I didn't see their border. That's okay.
Okay. So excited for the Zoom just because my team has been dying to have you on. And so we're going to kick this off because, we're respectful of everybody's time and I want to make sure that
Oh, no problem, D-Lo.
we get the most out of this little bit. So I know you and I kind of game planning and chatting about things before. I was just going to have you kind of jump into parts of your story and that's going to lead us into some other questions and all that.
I mean, I'm a 2 hours late to my own live stream type of girl, so or type of person, so I get it. I get it, I get it.
That good stuff. So I will turn it over to you for a minute.
Yes! Hey, everybody. What is up? Poor Erin.
Warning, we're gonna get yelled at.
We're gonna get yelled at by Ashley, and if you've ever seen any of Jessica Hickson's videos, you know. Okay? Holy shit. Let's just prepare our ears, prepare our hearts, prepare our sanity for what we are about to receive from Ashley Mayfield.
I'm like, it's bedtime in your house. Turn that mother trucking volume down, y'all, okay? I am so, first of all, honored. How do you guys know? I know it says Kelsey Thornton, but Erin Tweed, we love you. We love Kelsey too. How do you guys know you've got like a freaking bomb of a leader? Like, literally, drop like a 1 in the chat. If you guys understand, like, you have a powerhouse. I don't need to be here. I'm just loud. Okay, like that, I'm just loud, okay? Erin, are you guys normally 30 minutes or an hour? Because I don't know how to say my name in, 5 minutes, so.
So we'll go, we normally have been doing like 30 to 45.
Okay, I'll talk a little fast.
Yeah, you're good. Hey, we will take it as long as we need to. We want to be respectful of your time because I know it's late, but I'm excited.
Okay, I'll be here till midnight. Hello. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Ashley Mayfield, and I'm an ambassador diamond in the company. You guys know that sounds really cool. I've been here for 5 years. I've worked really, really hard, but
You know you're in trouble when you start punching the fist right at the beginning of the call. Oh my god. I know everyone is going live right now. If you don't want to watch mine, if you want to catch mine on the replay, if you don't want to watch this at all, I get it. We're going to take pauses because ItWorks is a little bit sensitive for me, but apparently we're just going to get yelled at. So, I'll talk a little fast. We know. Ooh, burn. I wonder if my sound bites will work because I'm in incognito mode. We'll see. Hello, Heather. What is AAVE? It's African American Vernacular. What is it? What is AAVE? It means African American Vernacular English, which is a way of talking, but it only is where did my window go? It is used inappropriately by some people. If that makes sense. Thank you, Mia. So if you are using it, I'm trying to explain this in a way if you're new to this. It is like co-opting the way that someone speaks to selectively to make yourself seem cool when that is not your general way of speaking, if that makes sense. Yes, great. This is a great way to say it. Lauren Ashley said African American vernacular English is mainly spoken by Black people. When people outside of the culture use it, they often use it incorrectly and it's annoying and offensive. Thank you for adding that. And I appreciate how succinct and appreciate it's Black slang basically. Thank you, Cassidy. Oh, yeah, I feel like I just needed a break.
Much as we like to glamorize the good times, how many of you guys had some struggles? Okay, and so tonight when I like share my story and answer questions, I'm coming to y'all from the valley. Okay, can I get an amen? Like, who has had some struggles? So I've been in the business. May will be 6 years, which is so crazy to say. And to give you like the overview, we went 100% debt free at Double Diamond. I reached Ambassador Diamond before my 3-year anniversary. I just got inducted into the Millionaires Club right before my 5-year anniversary. And so you really can accomplish a lot with hard work. But when I joined, I was scared out of my mind. How long did it take for everyone to join? Just drop that in the chat. For me, it was 18 months. I stalked. I was a stalker. I did not comment. And like, it was crazy. Like I was literally stalking. Okay. And finally it got to the point where I couldn't handle it anymore. I needed the lifestyle that my enroller had. Now my enroller's no longer in the company. Okay. So you can do this business as well without a strong foundation. Be resourceful. Okay. She quit 2 days before I went presidential. I don't know why, but that's okay. And, so when I joined, I cried the first 7 days. Where are my emotional people at? Okay, because I was like, oh my God, I joined one of those things. I never joined another company. I'll never join another company.
I don't know if I would. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what emotional people sound like. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. And she, as a white woman, isn't going to face the judgment and backlash using AAVE like people in the Black community do. That's a great point. It is looked down upon, in my understanding, in corporate world, and then it is so like selectively used by people that don't incur the consequence, that don't have to live with the consequences of speaking like that as well. Oh my God.
If you ever see me not in this company, I left the industry, y'all. Okay, like I'm not starting over again. Okay, okay. But I cried for 7 days, and it was because I was shifting. How many of you guys know when you really like speak out what it is that you want, you get uncomfortable because you have to shift and you have to go to the next level. So I knew exactly what I wanted when I joined. I watched my enroller get on a cruise the year before. How many of you are driven by FOMO? Drop a me. I'm driven by FOMO, and so
I'm not.
I stalked her get on the cruise in 2015. And so in 2016, I was like, what do I got to do to get on the cruise? And she said, if you go Ruby, guarantee a spot. I didn't even know what that meant. I was like, all right, let me figure it out. Drove 3 hours during week 6. I was nowhere near getting Ruby. Drove 3 hours across state. Didn't even know if I can get into the event. It was called Green Carpet. Showed up.
Thank you, Rivka. I washed it. I'm letting it air dry. It's a little bit of a Chewbacca moment right now, but it's on its way. It's drying right now. Thank you so much.
Got into the event, sat in the back of the room. You got to get in the room. Get in the room. Who's getting to a road rally? You have to freaking get in the room, okay? All of them got up and got to walk on stage. They looked at me and said, would you watch our purchases? Don't say that to the emotional girl. I was bawling my eyes out because
I'm emotional. I would have just said like I'd be happy to.
felt left out. I felt like a loser, and I was like, they are not better than me. I can freaking walk on that stage.
Oh my God, when people are winning, that doesn't mean that they're better than you. Holy do I feel bad cussing when I am cussing at a pastor's wife? I still do. I still do. Y'all, and let me link Rivka in the chat. Rivka is an incredible anti-MLM creator who is has helped us understand the Jewish side of Avi's fuckery and towards his wife and his kids, and Rivka's incredible. She has an amazing video called The Jewish Community versus Jesse Lee Ward. Holy shit, it's so good.
In 12 days, I took myself
Also, Rivka's mom, if you ever watch this, I'm sorry for cussing.
From distributor to Ruby. Something turned on, but then I stopped. How many of you guys ever gotten exactly what you wanted? I talk about that a lot. You tie and you die. You get exactly what it is that you want and you take yourself out, because success is the number one thing that takes people out. And the difference between the goods and the greats, the difference between the goods and the high achieving women, where are my high achieving women at tonight? Okay. Is they know how to move the goalpost before they cross their finish line. They know how to dream bigger. And what's next? What's next? What's next? Well, I didn't do that. And I took myself out and I almost quit month 7. I got Ruby in 60 days, almost quit month 7. My husband said, I don't want to see you like this. I don't want you to quit, but I can't see you like this. Something's not right. And what I didn't realize is God was doing something on the
Oh,
inside of me.
thank
God was
you.
calling me higher. And in January of 2017,
I feel bad because people have told me that I'm not being a I don't know what I am anymore. I thought I was a Christian. I'm not sure what I am. I know that sounds weird to be in a state of limbo, not to religiously manipulate anyone, but they told me that I was not being a light for Christ doing this and using profanity. And I'm like, I don't know. I need to figure this out for myself. And I'm not trying to be, I obviously have to live with everything I say and everything I do online because it's going to be out there for forever. So I'm doing the best and I'm trying to process through this.
I woke up and I said, new year, new me. I committed 1 year and I got 5 months left. So I'm gonna go balls to the wall. And I went on Facebook Live and I lied. I said that fastest growing team in the company. Y'all,
She lied. She's the fastest growing team in the company. Wow.
I wasn't even making $250. Okay. Said I had the fastest growing team in the company. Went to conference because we get in the room. We get in the room. Went to conference, was told Jesus would fall from the sky. He didn't. But 2 weeks after I left that event, something happened. I went from Ruby to Double Diamond in 5 months. Then I started working on my leadership because I had people walking away faster than they were coming in. I was the problem. Anyone ever been the problem in their business? Drop a me. That was me. I learned the color personality. And because I took time and shifted my leadership from March of 2018 to April of 2019, I went from Double Diamond to Ambassador because I worked on my leadership. And how many of you guys are around or at the rank of Double Diamond? I want you to know the rank of Double Diamond will absolutely change your life. Absolutely. That can bring you home. It can put money in your bank account. You can pay off all of your debt.
FTC, where are you at? This rank can pay off all of your debt? What are you talking about?
Paid off $63,801.99 in debt at Double Diamond because I was making 5 figures a month as a Double Diamond. Why? Because I fixed my leadership. Because when you pour into people and you help people get what they want, they will take you where you want to go. And it's been a wild ride. I can tell you that in 5 years, last year, my business kind of fell apart. It was the first time I walked through it. I had leaders leave. I had people I had to block and remove. Never had to do that. That was hard. That was scary.
When you had to block leaders who were still on your team, did that follow the policies and procedures that ItWorks has for when someone signs up with your independent consultant number? I'm just asking if look at the smug look on her face. Oh my God. What's up, Patricia? Cult alert. I wish my sound bites would work. I don't think they're gonna work though. Oh, I would need to copy them all. Oh well. Sound bites are gonna no-go tonight, guys.
Some things shift and had some people rise up that never had an opportunity before. And I've had to grow and I've had to take ownership. I lacked vision last year, but I'm so excited, Aaron. The 4-1 absolutely turned me back on. I am so leaned in. I am so hungry. And I'm really ready for everything this year has. And if you guys like, my story's kind of been like a climb in, like Ashley Mayfield just does all this stuff, but I just went from being number 14 income earner worldwide to number 42. And how many of you guys have ever had a setback? Like your booty holes in your throat. You're like it's hard. Where are my people that have had a setback? And so if you're on here tonight, my heart and my goal is that tonight you can leave and you can have a comeback. You can say, no, I'm not going to stop here. Because listen, if I go out, heifer, I'm not going out on the bottom. I'm going out when I'm high on the hog, baby. That's how Mayfield goes out, okay? But it comes with making a decision. And I made a decision in September that I was going to shift my mindset. I made a decision leaving conference 2 weeks that my story's not done here. And I'm going all in this year. And I'm really excited, Erin.
So interestingly enough, she has a podcast and her husband has a podcast. And when you look up, because they're both public figures, I take issue with someone using their influence, and I say for evil because if you're in a church or a synagogue or whatever, I'm saying this from a church perspective, the pastor and the pastor's wife have a lot more like clout, or they have a lot more authority. They've got a lot of weight behind their presence, and because of their position, they could influence if they wanted to, and she does, in my opinion. She influences people for her own benefit. We've seen this in Optavia with Doug and Tia Wood and the Tinters, and Doug and Tia's pastor friend that he let them recruit at his church. We've seen it with oh my god, the ItWorks leader, the ItWorks CEO. He went to Master Commission in Arizona, same place Doug and Tia Wood went, same place the Tinters went, and it is about like going into like all places in the world, like for getting in positions of leadership for like Christ. No shade to Christians. I'm just saying it's an interesting connecting it's an interesting tie where multi-level marketers are taking advantage of people in a broken compensation model and then using religious manipulation to get them in and keep them in. I think it's twisty. They almost have a celebrity status. Yes, saying it better than I ever could. Yes. Yep. Just twisty. It is twisty. Okay. Play.
And I'm really, really excited.
I love it. Well, I love that even, the first part of your story is talking about the very first cruise and like how ironic and amazing that we have an event that is coming back up that is a trip to be earned. Like, and here's the thing, I did not like, I don't like cruises. I don't like being trapped on things. I like control.
Yeah, and that's why I want to explain like part of the inside the church stuff, because if you've never been to church or whatever, or if you're a witch, or if you're an atheist, or if you're any other type of practicing or non-practicing person, you maybe don't like it. It doesn't come as naturally to know that there are figureheads in these organizations that are listened to and their direction and their instructions are followed, no questions asked. It's twisty. It is twisty, in my opinion.
And so I didn't really want to go, but I had the biggest fear of missing out that I was like, I have to earn it. Because I didn't want to hear all the stories. Like, I don't want to hear about the things that happened. And I'm like, gosh, I would have known that. So let's talk about this for a little bit. And then I've got some specific questions, but I think that this is perfect just because.
Yeah. Every church, no business in the temple. Jesus. Yeah. And this is not me shading Christians. This is not me. I'm saying that there is influence in religious organizations. Be aware of it so that you do not wield it for evil or for personal gain. Either one. I ask pastor wives if they're first ladies. It's fascinating to me. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm Barry. I left a few messages for plastic surgeons for a consult on a much medically needed breast reduction. Adulting is hard. Take care of yourself. I know you've had a rough few days. Adulting is super hard. Making those calls, the anxiety of waiting for a call back, all the process involved with that. I hope it goes well for you.
Because it's an opportunity on the table and some people might.
Yeah, if y'all like the purple-haired lady, Jessica Hickson has a ton of videos and a ton of private Zoom videos. I am mostly grab all my content either I have an informant who sent me all the Jesse Lee stuff, and then I find a lot of stuff myself, and if y'all, um, wanna send me anything, you can, through a link in my let me see if I have it.
Be like, okay, like I'm already a little bit through February, and we know that we have to cross those 7 checks off. So what would be your biggest piece of advice if people are like, maybe just haven't pushed for it, or they haven't grasped the mindset of like, I could really earn this? Because this is what I love about it is, some of the other trips and incentives, they've been all for top leaders or certain different things, but this is an even playing field. Anybody can join it. So what would be your biggest piece of advice? Because we've got brand new people on here. We've got people that have been in for, I've been on for 7.5 years. So anywhere in that gamut.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the biggest thing, you guys, is like for change is desire and decision. And no one can do that but you. Like, sure.
Desire and decision all rests on the recruit, and so if you're a shitty leader, then it's still on it. All the responsibility gets to be put on the person who actually needs the training and the instruction and the leadership, but you are not the type of person to be able to actually take someone from no skills to skill-based sales or recruiting. Okay, got it. So good, Ashley.
You can be in an environment that activates that. And yes, we would all love to be in an environment that's conducive for growth, but the reality is we're not. Maybe your home life sucks. Maybe your job sucks. Maybe you feel like you're not getting for what you want from your leader. I'll be the first. I'm not a perfect leader. Aaron's not a perfect leader. And we're not here to do the work for you, but you get to. You don't have to. You get to have a desire and a decision that you're going to go for it. And so the way that you can create that is, have you Googled the freaking resort, the Dream Onyx? I don't even know. I'm like, what is Mark renting out the whole gosh darn island? Like, what is about to happen here? We're about to infiltrate. Like, this is going to be crazy, okay? But like, you have to activate that thing on the inside of you. And that's just something that, no one can do for you. If you really want to go for it, you got to do more than the minimum. You got to do more than the minimum. Don't just think of it as a 4-1 a month. Sure, you can do a 4-1 a month and you'll still get there. But why not secure your spot? Why not secure your spouse's spot or a friend in your downline spot? Maybe you're not married. Maybe you don't have a partner, but maybe you can earn a spot for someone in your downline. Like, that would be a really cool gift, right? Someone you want to see the vision, someone you want to be around the fire. Maybe you can earn 11 circles and you get $800 free in airfare. Like, hello, we didn't get that when we went to Costa Rica. What no reimbursement, boo-boo. Okay.
There it is. Stop it, Ashley. Like, what are you? Oh my god. There it is. How many minutes in are we? 10 minutes. Holy moly. This may be a short video. What's up? Oh, BRB gonna cry. Y'all are amazing and love you guys. Live chat. Thanks for just being incredible.
And listen, even if you can't go on the trip, if you qualify for it, they're paying you $500. If you can't go due to medical reason, due to, I don't know, maybe, I don't know why, maybe you're sick, you're pregnant, whatever. They're like, why would you not want to get it? But I would challenge you for 7 days, freaking go Google all the things you can do, all the excursions, the experience of it, like create that desire of being there. Go buy the swimsuits. Go buy the swimsuits. Make it a challenge, make it a game, but you absolutely can. And I'm telling you, if you just read the rules of how simple it is, I mean, we're talking so simple, you guys, that even if you miss a 400 loop or a 4-1 loop, you can buy it for $400. Like, are you kidding me right now? They literally want everyone. So if you
They literally want everyone because they've had a mass exodus from ItWorks. I mean, come on. Yes, I remember this lady. Yes, she's a screamer. She's a yeller. The AAVE is gonna irritate me for real. I'm really sorry. I wish that people didn't do this, but she does it a lot. Please do not touch the poop. She is a public figure, but we are just reacting to her, whatever this is.
you don't go, it's because you made a decision not to. That's it. And I'd rather qualify for something and make a choice not to go than to not qualify for it when it's so simple. So,
Is it so simple to win a trip that you're going to get taxed on? Y'all know it's deferred income, right? Yeah, you win a trip, you win a you win a trip in multi-level marketing, and you have to pay tax on it because it's deferred income. Mhm. I mean, look if you're in if you're in a multi-level marketing company, when you do your taxes, your trips count as income. They do.
I say this respectfully. It really is low hanging fruit, though. The only way that you can't earn it is by you not doing the work.
Or nobody joining your team, or people realizing that maybe the wraps are don't work as they are said to work, or the products don't work as maybe the reps convince other people that they're supposed to work, or the products are inflated because they have to pay out multi levels in the compensation structure and they can't afford them. Like, oh, just make a decision. There's a lot more that goes into it. And you're saying it's all someone's fault. It's all someone's mindset fault for not winning a trip. Sit down. Oh, you're already sitting down. Whatever. Get out of here.
And that is an option.
So what do you love most about like 4-in-1? Because obviously, you know, we
sit on a throne of lies.
started this business back, you know, 6-7 years ago, and everything was steps to success. And y'all, like, that was like the holy grail. And you got to get 4 customers, 3 distributors. And so the simple fact of this 4-in-1, it really is that simple. But what big tips are you sharing with your team to just get them focused on that? Because I think we went into the season of host to post and mass enrollment and all the things, but you were the only person working. So what are you doing to kind of refocus your team, or like what piece of advice would you have for people that maybe just haven't fully grasped it, or they haven't started to see really the full potential of it?
Yeah. So, how many of you guys were around prior to September? Can you just drop a 2 in the chat, like where it was 6 customers and 3 DTs? Okay. So I'm going to ask I'll let some 2s drop. Okay. Now I'm going to ask a very, very, very honest question. And if you know me, and I can dare to say the same for Erin, because she's pretty like a hardcore cookie as well.
And hardcore cookie, honest is just soft, friendly words for what they actually are, which maybe is mean. Getting yelled at and getting taken down and getting like basically verbally like dressed down by your upline, you don't deserve that. You don't. You don't even deserve that in a normal 9 to 5 situation. You deserve respect. You deserve to be treated like a human. You deserve to just have someone address you with civility and respect. And I know that doesn't happen everywhere, but you certainly can avoid it in a multi-level marketing company by not joining or realizing you shouldn't be verbally abused by someone.
We value honesty. Okay. Because you can't do anything without being self-aware. You can't change anything unless you're honest with yourself. You have that ownership and you have self-awareness. How many of you
I need that pep talk today.
enrolled more people with 6 customers and 3 DTs?
Yes. Can someone explain the actual difference between pyramid schemes and multi-level marketing, especially when consultants are the main customers? I like some of the MLM products, but wish it was more like affiliate. And this is probably different than most people are going to say in anti-MLM. Not all MLMs that we look at and we address are pyramid schemes. I like to say that all compensation models are broken if the uplines are making money when any volume is purchased from the company, instead of having to submit sales at the end of the month and then the upline being able to be paid commission off of what their team has sold. because now as of now, uplines within reason, depending on the rules, it's like in Young Living, uplines are paid 6 levels down on any volume purchased from the company. So even if I didn't sell anything to a customer, they just have to be good enough at getting me to buy my monthly order. And so that is different than an affiliate. That is different than a traditional business model. And specifically in Young Living, I know we're talking about ItWorks, but in my situation, they made more commission off of brand partners, which are the independent contractors, than they made off of customers. So not only were gaining customers not something that anybody wanted to do in Young Living, they always wanted to convert someone to a brand partner, because any purchases the brand partner made gave the uplines more commission. And that is very similar in ItWorks. It's very similar in Prove It. And I'm also going to say not all multi-level marketing products are shit. I know that lots of people say you can get an equivalent product somewhere else. I am genuinely going to say there's still products that I have not been able to replace from Young Living, and I'm still looking. Okay? As honestly as I can say that. I know that that's a twisty answer, but the cost of the product in multi-level marketing is built in to pay the corporate, to pay the employees, to pay the uplines, however much uplines there, to pay out the bonuses. So all of that padding is put into the product, when another product, let's say from Walmart or Target or a small business, wouldn't have that padding put in there to support this compensation model that does overall harm consumers, as opposed to offering a really good product. A pyramid scheme is when I'll just read you the definition so I don't tell y'all a lie. It's more complex. Advocare had to restructure because they were behaving more of in a pyramid type of way. A pyramid scheme is a business model that recruits members via a promise of payments or services for enrolling others into the scheme. And they say scheme on Pink Truth, which is a Mary Kay debunking website. They call Mary Kay a product-based pyramid scheme because of how the independent contractors are treated. They are treated as glorified customers. They're treated as the only thing that really matters in terms of getting them to buy volume so that the upline can win. I don't know if that explains anything, but I'll try to get a better answer next time.
Then you have the 4-1. Drop a me. Thank you, Ashley, for breaking that 4-minute mile. You just shattered that. So you just put the gateway. Look at all these me's dropping in. You enrolled and recruited more. You guys, I've been really loud with my tribe about this in the last few months. The company served us so well. They lowered the bar for us to make more money, but we're ding dongs. We lowered our work ethic.
You're not ding dongs. One, we don't name call, and two, to say that to come from a place of yelling, if your team morale is low, it's an eye roll for me. And tribe, yes. Lots of people still do say this. It's not an excuse. I think that the more we learn, the better that we get to do. I would say that tribe should be restricted to the description of or associated with the like Native American population or indigenous population here as a historical, like what they would I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just the ding dongs are great frozen. I don't know. And everyone's learning at their own pace. It's a safe place to learn here. I'm still learning stuff all the time. So
It's almost like it's so simple. We're not even trying as hard. And so
maybe because you killed the morale on your team by yelling at them.
how many of you want to make more than well, let me ask this. I'm asking a couple questions. How many of you are not making $500? Drop a 3 right now. You're not making $500 a month. It's okay to be honest. Thank you, whoever said that first. Okay, lots of 3s. Cool. Thank you for your honesty. I value that. You're not even making $500 a month. Okay, cool. How many of you want to make $500? Drop a 4. Okay. Cool. That would change your life, right? Pay a bill. You could sleep at night better. How many of you want to make more?
Hi, Sky. How are you? Oh, Sky. I got your letter. Sorry, my dad's been taking me to the dad's been going to the mailbox for me. I got all my little Caspian what stickers you sent. I'm putting this in a frame too. I love this so much. I'm not gonna cry because I love it so much.
Than $500. Drop a 5. You want to make more than $500. Okay. So to me, if you are not like, you can't get frustrated. I hear a lot of people that like get frustrated at their team because like their team's not working, but like they're not even doing the 4-1. You know what I mean? So you guys, it's really, really simple. For me, I'm very much like have the end goal in mind.
Christmas Caspian. I probably can send some of these out to y'all if you want it, but it's Caspian with a little the green is keying out because I got a green screen on, but he's got a green bow tie and there's a blue ornament behind him and he's holding a peppermint candy cane in his mouth and he's got a little Santa hat on his ear and Sky drew these.
And work your way backwards. My goal, I earned a $4,000 bonus last month because I was like, my thing, I'm driven by FOMO and I'm also very much a high achiever. And I was like, I cannot be second in my team. Okay. I must be number 1 because the leader leads. And so I was like, I got to do it first. And so I did it first, had a few girls come in behind me, which was awesome. But I'm like going for it again this month because y'all, it's 12 customers and 3 DTs. Are we freaking out? Like, are we serious right now? If we break that down, that's like, what, 3 customers and 1 DT a week. Now, so I just take the goal and I'm breaking it down backwards, reverse engineering it, right? Start with the end in mind, reverse engineer. And now how many people do I need to talk to and how effective? It's about effectiveness. It's not just a number game. I freaking hate when people say that. Just talk to more people. No, your script sucks or your mindset sucks or
No. It's not about your mindset. I get mindset a little bit because as an athlete, I understand that. I understand focusing on something. I understand decision. However, you should not be silencing your core values or if you have an inner voice, your inner voice. If something feels wrong, if something feels off to you, you deserve to get questions answered. If you feel like you do not have the sales skills, and I'm not promoting MLM, don't get me wrong. Get a better script. Get better at sales. Obviously, I'm not saying learn how to do better at multi-level marketing, but they have such huge gaps in these trainings. Like, fix your mindset. Okay, let's say I want to play tennis, okay? Let's say I've never played tennis in my life. Let's say I don't even know the rules about how to do points or how to go through games and sets and all that stuff, how to use a racket, how to serve, how to volley, whatever. But I'm decided that I'm going to be really good at tennis, but I never take any lessons. I don't learn the rules of the game. I just have to figure it out. How effective is that going to be? That's not going to be effective at all. And that doesn't matter how good your mindset is. You need to learn what a forehand is. You need to learn what a backhand is. You need to learn what an overhead is. You need to learn what a volley is, a serve. You need to learn what the boundaries are, where the ball can go, so that you can learn how to win games. You have to learn skills that pair with your mindset. That's the same thing in this situation. And they're always like, oh, you're just not winning because you're a hater or you don't believe enough. Start sitting down. Get out of here.
Your energy sucks when you're sending the message, because you might send 100 messages and get no one, and I could send 10 and sign 2 people because I'm more effective than you. Okay.
You've also made a shit ton more money than people. So yeah, you're going to be more effective. You're telling me that it is not easier for you as someone who makes a shit ton of money and it works, that it's going to be way easier for you to do that than it is going to be for someone who's just starting out and they don't have the belief, they don't have the experience, they don't have the story, they don't have the actual wins to tell someone like, yeah, this is a great opportunity. Why is it great? Well, my upline told me it was great and she makes a lot of money. Okay, well, I think I'm not going to join. It just makes me so frustrated.
And so effectiveness matters in addition to, because once you know your effectiveness, then you just increase and your results will increase. So it is a formula. There is a formula there. We can't just say talk to more people, because you could be a knucklehead and you just showing more people you a knucklehead. Does that make sense? Drop a yes. That makes sense. Okay. But you got.
Christy just said, Sky, my favorite drawing you have on Instagram is the fancy jackalope. I swear animals drawn in Renaissance theme is amazing. Sky's incredible.
Guys, I think for me, it's about making sure, number one, I have to lead from the front. I am my first runner. It rises and falls on me. This is like basic entry level leadership. It is the law of the lid.
So when I used to teach full time, and I was going to school full time too, when I was teaching tennis, I love working with the kids who are not naturally gifted or don't have like maybe their spatial awareness isn't great, maybe their awareness of their limbs isn't the best, like naturally talented kids, whatever. So you have to creatively think, how can I explain something that not only teaches someone about how their body moves, but how the racket should move, and explaining it in different terms and trying different things. And then you walk at the pace of the person that you're teaching, and it doesn't matter like how slow you're going because the person's able to grasp the information. I sound like an MLM person using a completely obscure example to explain something, but here it is. She is talking about leading and running and being ahead of the pack when maybe she needs to be walking with the slowest person in her pack so that she can help build a foundation of better sales and better marketing and better branding and whatever the hell everything else is, instead of saying, run as fast as me, and if you can't keep up, good luck. That's what it sounds like she's saying.
If you do not like what your team is doing, then you must do more, because at best, your team will do 50% of what you do.
Or maybe you teach them how to sell. You teach them how to get, you start out with teaching them how to get that first customer. If you're teaching them online or if you're teaching them to do something in person, for the love of God.
At best. And so if I want a team of high achieving women that want to go, that want to say yes, that want to build belief and confidence and become the person their results require, it requires me to embody that, right?
No, I mean, yeah, I'm sure it makes your ego look good when you're winning all of the incredible, like, the awards and the goals and you're number one and like, why can't everybody keep up? Sometimes you get to set your ego aside and work with the slowest person. I don't say mentally slow. I'm saying that you help the person who needs the most help, and you learn how to teach the person who doesn't naturally pick up on stuff. And so then, by definition, simplifying and being able to craft your message that resonates with someone who doesn't pick up things easily, the people who do pick up things faster are going to be able to move quicker because your teaching gets better. I don't know why I'm talking about this.
If I want to, how many of you guys want to recruit people who are rock stars? It's the law of magnetism. You must be a rock star. Like,
Ashley flipped out on her team for over an hour because she was around $100 short of $3 million in sales for the year. Oh my God. Oh, that's awesome. My trainer has made me a good rider by working with me. I'm not naturally gifted for show jumping. That's amazing. I love that.
you have to do it. So for me, it's imperative that I do it. And then I'm honestly, like, I've gotten so comfortable in my leadership. It's not even about my way. 2 years ago, it was my way. Can I be honest? I was like, do this because it works. It got me to the top. Like, why would you not want to try, right? Now I'm like, I don't freaking care what you do. I'm not telling you how to ride the horse. Ride it bareback, ride it side saddle, get a saddle, don't get a saddle, stand on the top, ride on the side. I just want your horse to cross the finish line. I don't care if the horse is riding you. I don't give a hot fart.
I don't give a shit about your mental health. I don't give a shit about your emotional health. I don't give a shit about your ability to sell or to grow on any social media platform so that you can develop a sales presence where someone knows what you're offering and they want to buy. Just make sure that you buy enough of volume so that I get to meet my yearly goals. Wow, Ashley, you sound like an incredible leader. Here's the issue with that. Someone sees show jumping or whatever, horses. She's talking about horses here, so we're going to talk about horses. Someone sees maybe a horse show on TV and they get inspired. They think horses are beautiful, and seeing something on TV and being inspired by it is completely different than going and starting the process of learning how to ride a horse. And depending on your fear of heights and depending on your fear and your ability to be aware of your body, you may need to strengthen your muscles to be able to ride correctly. She's saying, get on the horse, cross the finish line. Well, some people literally cannot ride bareback, okay? Some people need help from somebody else to even get up in the saddle because horses are so, tall. I know she's just using an example to make her point that she just wants you to do whatever you can so she makes her sales goals for the end of the year. It just says to me that you're a bad leader. Oh my God. People think the horse does all the work, and no, it doesn't. Thank you. Her main training for her team and her number one rule for business is that auto ship is law. Oh my God. I want to sneak into one of her Zoom calls. I don't know anybody on her team. I found this video on YouTube. And I didn't find anything on her Instagram. I don't care about you. I care about myself and my profits. That's what I hear. That's what I hear too, Christy. That's what makes me upset about Jessie Lee Ward too, is that there's people who are literally interested in learning how to be good at sales and how to grow online and learn how to grow maybe in an e-commerce space and say, this is what I have to offer. And I want someone to be interested in what I have to offer. And I want someone to buy it and it not come across like I'm selling my soul. And she doesn't care. And this lady doesn't seem to care either.
But the horse has to cross the finish line. That is the goal. And if we can't even do a 4-1, like it's a couple different things. It's not, I'm not going to say you're being lazy. I don't think that's it, but you might be. I don't know. You got to be honest with yourself. Some of you might not be doing the work, but a couple different things I want you to ask yourself. If you're not completing a 4-1, if you're not getting $500, have you made a decision to do it? Because you see, you make a decision before you figure out the how. The how does not determine, right? Like, oh, how am I going to do it? No,
There are some kids like me that are going to irritate the hell out of people like her because we're not asking questions to try to get her to stop teaching us stuff. We ask questions because we don't know the answer or that we need to understand the problem from like 20 different angles so that we get it. And for me at least, I used to annoy the hell out of my tennis coach. He would just be like, "Just do what I say." And I would be like, "I'm asking questions because I don't know the answer." And I literally my brain can't get around to turning off to just do stuff if I don't get all my questions answered. It's not an ego thing. I don't know how to stop it.
Either decide you're going to do it or you don't. You want it or you don't. It's very black and white. You make a decision, and then you have to have consistency. You have to create good habits. It just makes sense, okay? And so what are your habits? You have to inspect what you expect. And stop trying to perfect a habit you don't have. Some of you are so worried, well, my voice sounds so stupid on Facebook Live. You're not even going live anyways. What are you talking about? You're not even live. Well, nobody likes
The interjection of the AAVE in the middle of what she is saying, I don't know why she has this persona, but I don't know why someone doesn't call her out on it. And I hope if I do that, the live chat will call me out on it.
my stories. You don't even post stories. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't want to look stupid in your selfie.
I'm sorry. My high school math teacher would respond with, "Now what?" with my first question of the day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. That sucks.
Even post selfies. Like, we can't perfect a habit that we don't have. And so, it starts with a decision and then having habits. And then I would say, be freaking coachable. Do you guys realize that you are under an ambassador diamond? And I know, like, y'all's whole little tribe,
She's saying tribe. She means a group of people that are close knit. Yes, it is still the wrong word for her to use. Good God.
under Alyssa, all y'all like sexy little snacks. Y'all all like inbred, okay? Like, y'all have sidelines on sidelines. Like, y'all need to be living up in Utah over there, okay? Like, I love that community that you guys have of sideline sisterhood. I mean, Aaron Tweed is on here and it freaking says Kelsey Thornton, okay?
Awful.
Like,
Yep. She's doing literally not only being an offensive leader, just using AAVE and also using freaking tribe. Be coachable. How about be a good coach? Burn. Where's my burn? I don't know if y'all can hear it. Oops, too many burns. Okay.
come on, they're so inbred there, okay? Be
Inbred? Hold on, I gotta rewind it. She's gonna say something offensive again. I'm sorry, I gotta rewind it.
like, oh, how am I going to do it? Blah, 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 blah. No, you either decide you're going to do it or you don't. You want it or you don't. It's very black and white. You make a decision, and then you have to have consistency. You have to create good habits. It just makes sense, okay? And so what are your habits? You have to inspect what you expect. And stop trying to perfect a habit you don't have. Some of you are so worried, well, my voice sounds so stupid on Facebook Live. You're not even going live anyways. What are you talking about? You're not even live. Well, nobody likes my stories. You don't even post stories. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't want to look stupid in your selfie. You don't even post selfies. Like, we can't perfect a habit that we don't have. And so, it starts with a decision and then having habits. And then I would say, be freaking coachable. Do you guys realize that you are under an ambassador diamond? And I know, like, y'all's whole little tribe, under Alyssa, all y'all like sexy little snacks. Y'all all like inbred, okay? Like, y'all have sidelines on sidelines. Like, y'all need to be living up in Utah over there, okay? Like, I love that community that you guys have of sideline sisterhood. I mean,
What does she mean? I take things literally. I don't understand what she's saying. I don't understand the inbred part. I don't understand the tribe part. I don't understand what she's saying. This is my problem. I take things very literally. I don't understand what she's saying. Look, all y'all don't understand either. I don't. This is like that situation last night when we're reading the document from Jesse Lee in the training, and I'm like, am I having a medical emergency right now because I don't understand what this paragraph is saying? Oh my god. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So she's saying that like they're close, like close-knit, like they're helpful because inbred means something very different to me. I used to live in Utah and I have no clue what she means. When no filter meets I need money, you get this. Rude arrogance. Yes. Sky, you're incredible. I thought it was Thursday for a second and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Sky's here," but it's not Thursday. It's because Sky watches what is it called? Why am I going brain dead? My pregabalin is just ruining my brain. I think the content of inbredness is saying that everyone knows the same groups and it's recruiting people from each other's close-knit groups. Okay, because for me, it means like it means you're, related and then you marry your sibling and then they said Utah and then I was like, "Oh my god." Critical Role. I watched Sky. Have you seen I was watching Critical Role and then I watched this guy who had this table made for his game room and I think he was on Critical Role one time. Okay, sorry. Side note. I know. I didn't mean to be offensive. I didn't mean to offensive to Utah. I just didn't understand what she was saying. Aaron, what's up? I didn't mean to saturation. You missed the shit show. I mean, 19 minutes in. Oh my god. I can't believe what's happening right now.
Aaron tweet is on here and it freaking says
Please take my apologies if you're from Utah and I was just offensive. I'm very sorry.
Kelsey Thornton, okay? Like, come on. They're so inbred there, okay? Be
Inbred. Well, okay, I'm looking up a definition. Inbred. What it means to me. They are a bunch of oh god, inbreeding. Existing in a person, animal, or plant from birth, congenital. Inbred disease. Oh my god. Inbreeding is the production of offspring from mating or breeding of individuals or organisms that are closely related genetically. Oh my god, stop it, Ashley. She is absolutely confusing polygamy with inbred with that Utah comment. Taishay, thank you for helping. She did just say that. I don't know what's happening. Oh my god. Holy moly. She just said they're so inbred there. That's offensive. Yeah. I mean, I live in Utah. Maybe not with all the snow, but I totally would do that. The super upline from Young Living, who's a crown diamond, lives in Utah. Yeah. Yikes. Yikes.
coachable. You guys are sitting among some of the elite in our company. Be coachable. Are you actually doing the things? How many of you have a freaking TV on right now in the background? How many of you're trying to multitask talking to your kids? Someone just turned their camera off.
I'm sorry, being a parent, I would think kind of freaking matters. And if you cannot take the time freedom to be able to talk to your kid, you know who's a good example of this? Because what do I know? I don't have any kids. You watch Erin live stream, and if her kids come in, she always talks to them. Always. It's never a bother. Or she says, "Hey, I'm live streaming right now." And if they really need her, she mutes or she goes ahead and helps them. Karina does the same thing. And now this lady is shaming people for being a parent when allegedly MLM stuff's supposed to help you, have all the time freedom in the world. God damn.
I cannot. I don't even think I'm answering the question anymore, Aaron. I'm sorry. But you know, at the end of the day, do your 4-1. It's really simple. If you're not done,
I love
you need
that.
to ask for help. Stop being stubborn. Stop thinking you can do it, because I'm here to tell you, you're not doing it. So stop thinking you can, because you're not. And just message Aaron.
Yep, and Karina. And Karina.
Don't message me about your TV situation. No, I'm just
Not
kidding.
about TV.
You know, I mean, but
Get a microphone, for the love of God.
and you can probably relate to this too. Like, even for me, like the last couple of years, it felt like there was almost so many ways to do the business that I almost felt like stuck. And then I was not being myself in it. So like now, like I'm just having fun. And I think that part is what comes back to giving you success, is having fun. And like this business is meant to be so much fun. The friendships, you know, the freedom, those are like our core values that you are always going to hear over and over. And so I go around, like, even when I go out and I know that I'm friends with like some of my son's moms at school, and they're like, hey, I love your videos. Like, I'm like, okay, great. I don't watch them after I post them because I don't want to see it, but I posted it. I had fun doing it. And it's being more of yourself and being authentically you. And so you know, let's talk a little bit one more time on just like making that decision as far as, you know, going back from you going Ruby to double, because there's probably a lot of people that are just in that phase of business right now, of just making that decision of, you know, literally 500. And I remember getting my first double check. It was, you know, a very high double. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like I was making more than my nursing salary, different things. And it was finally the key to success. And so I was like, okay, like this could really be something. So do you remember like a pivotal thing, or, you know, I know you talked a lot about your leadership. Was there like a leadership book that you focused on, just something that really helped you shift the gear and that mindset? Because a lot of times we can give people the tools to work the business. We can give them the things, but if they're not believing that, I mean, you know that like it's just not going to happen. So what would you say about that?
Yeah, so I didn't actually start working on my leadership until after I went double. But from Ruby to double, what I can tell you is number one,
I don't know. I'm going to play Welcome to Illyria because I just wanted to do a fun little surprise and delight for people. So let me see if I can put it over here because I don't think it's going to play on my soundboard. Can I do it in by the name? Where would it be? I know it's Welcome to Illyria. Interesting. I'll have to find it. We'll just have to play it right here.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria.
decision. I woke up in January of 2017. It was month 8, and I committed 12 months when I first joined the business. And I know there's like, don't tell people to make a commitment. No, I did. My enroller said, will you give me 12 months to change your life? And I believed her because they said in 12 months. You're okay. They said in 12 months we can help you go diamond. In a year we can, and now we can do that so much faster. But my enroller said that, and I believed her. But it was almost like I was looking externally the first 6 months. Like I got what I wanted, I tied and dyed, and then it was like I was looking externally for something, like the company to give a promotion, or my team to get it and turn on, to sign that rock star. Because we always say that you know, sign a rock star, like your whole business will change. And in January when I woke up, it was month 8. I made a decision that I was going to finish 12 months, like come hell or high water, because I could not go on Facebook and say it didn't work when I didn't fulfill my commitment. And listen, some of you lack belief, and it's not an external thing. It's that you never keep your word to yourself.
Maybe we just have shitty teachers. Did you ever think about that, Ashley? Look. Sometimes you have to look in the mirror and say, like, you know what? The problem is me. I'm a bad teacher. Or I'm not the best person to be working with this, like, with math or with athletics or whatever it is. Sometimes someone can explain something to someone who does not have natural athletic talent. And then they can help someone connect the dots, and suddenly they have a lot more potential than they did before because they understand what their coach was asking them to do when they didn't understand it before. Being a good coach doesn't mean that you get really talented players, and obviously you don't have to explain stuff in a way to them that makes sense because if you have natural athletic talent, sometimes you can fill the holes in yourself. You can make the changes yourself, and if you don't have like your muscle awareness, if you don't have your body awareness, and if you don't have spatial awareness, you have to catch up and learn all those things, and you don't know how to make the adjustments to fix things because it's just different for some people. And if you've got a good coach, they can help you make those jumps. I don't know what to tell you. And she's always, it's your mind, it's your decision, it's your fault if you win, it's your fault if you lose.
Right? And so you have created a habit of distrust, like your subconscious and your conscious mind. And I'm not trying to be woo-woo because I'm very much Jesus Christ, amen. But
oh my God, Aaron. Holy moly, Aaron. Gifted memberships. What do we even need to play? Oh, and because Aaron was the one that gifted it, I've got this. Careless Whisper for Aaron B's. I can't do the shoulder smolder, so you're gonna have to imagine Aaron doing it, okay? Okay, thanks so much, Aaron. That's super kind of you. Y'all are being wild in the chat. What the heck? Oh, member for 2 months. Rebecca, I love that. Okay, who's coming to book club on Saturday? Y'all, if you just got gifted a membership, check out all the VIP calls from Jesse Lee Ward last week, or check out me and my dad shooting the shit and doing a book club from last Saturday. As Jessica said, it's 10% book and 90% fuckery. So it was a good time.
But some of y'all, like, you have no connection there. And you wonder why. And I'm sorry, I got the microphone. So if you don't like it, you got to get your own microphone, okay? But Aaron, tag me, I'm in it. Some of you are complaining that your spouse
I should have done my windshield wiper dance. Just imagine this. I mean, it does not compare to the shoulder smolder. You know what I'm saying?
doesn't support you, baby. You haven't given him a reason to support you because you be jumping from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing more than I change underwear. Okay, and I be changing underwear every day because if you don't, you nasty. Erin knows about that. She's a nurse. She was a nurse. Okay, people nasty. Okay,
the book is so good. I'm sorry, we're just like her going in and out of how she is like speaking. I can't do it. I can't do it. Get your own mic, she says when she has no mic. 100%. Why are we talking about underwear? I don't know. Why are we talking about inbreeding? I don't know. I don't know.
But like you have to make the decision. So I made the decision and then I took ownership. It is like no one's throwing a rope to save me. I'm standing.
Can I just say this? When you're a good leader, you throw the rope to help other people. She's saying no one's throwing a rope to save me. When you're not a douchebag, you throw the rope and help people if you can. You throw them a lifeline. You throw them whatever, the little lifesaver little things if they're overboard, or you alert someone who can swim if you're not a good swimmer. Goddamn. The lady on the left is from Utah. The lady on the right lives in Florida.
Standing at the edge of this cliff, and I have to figure it out. And I started doing personal development. Let me ask you this. How many of you, what is the largest, let me ask this, be dead honest. What is the check that would make you like lose your mind? What's the amount? Drop that in the chat. I'm talking like you'd slap your mama in the face. You'd run around the neighborhood naked. Like get crazy here, okay? What, $10,000. Thank you, Chrissy. Amanda says 10,000, 5,000. It doesn't matter if it's 500, 5,000, 50,000. I don't care. Just drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat right now. I'm talking about y'all are some nasty heifers. $10,000, Gladys, and you be running around naked. You nasty.
Why are we calling people? Not that I have anything against cows. Why are we calling people heifers? The lady on the left is from Utah. The lady on the right's from Florida. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
I said something offensive. Just kidding. That doesn't make it better.
I love it. 45,000, 30,000, 50,000. I love it. Okay. 10,000, 1,000.
I would never slap my mother for any amount of money. Okay?
Okay, now keep dropping it, keep dropping it, keep dropping it. Ah, yay, all this money, yay, it's awesome. Okay, cool. Now stop. Now I want you to hear the question I ask before you answer in the chat.
I'm confused too because she is a pastor's wife. Like, I guess if you have no religious like experience, or if you've met really good people who are Christians, like my parents are Christians. I don't know what I am anymore, but when you meet like people who literally believe in living up to a standard, like it's different. And I'm not trying to say, oh, she's not a Christian. I'm saying I'm shocked by what she's saying. I really am.
How Ashley said nothing. Ashley, how many zeros you got, babe? We can work on that. It's okay. I'm just messing with you. How many books, BOOKS, have you finished in 90 days? Drop that in the chat. Oh, thank you, Kelly, for being honest. The first one to say 0. All right, now y'all better buckle up and brace for impact because I am not joking with this bull crap. So many 0. Thank you for being honest. Keep being honest because this is what makes us grow. It's uncomfortable, but this is what makes us grow. The audacity and the arrogance that you guys have. I'm coming in hot, so brace for impact. This is out of love. I'm calling you higher.
I'm calling you higher. Brace for impact. I'm about to be super offensive, but don't you take offense to it because I'm warning you that I'm about to do something that's probably going to hurt your feelings. But because I let you know that I was going to do it, none of the you don't get to say anything. Sorry, my hair is like drying and it's turning into a mushroom.
Drop a yes if I can call you higher, and if it's no, you got to hop off. Okay? Because I'm here to call you higher tonight. The audacity and the arrogance that you think y'all heifers can't even go into corporate America and earn $10,000 a month. But you think you can come into this business being the same person you are out there and that you're entitled to more money? Woo! Take a seat. Take a seat. No, ma'am.
Why did they think that they could come into multi-level marketing and make a lot of money? Was it because of your sales pitch? Was it for the example that you led that someone said, I can do that? She's charismatic. She's a pastor's wife. She says that you can make a shit ton of money in multi-level marketing, and I'm going to do that too. So they sign on the dotted line. They sign up on somebody's team because everybody's saying, look at the car I drive. Look at the trip I took. Look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. And then they come in without any skills, expecting to be trained. And then you are saying now, I'm going to call you higher because you're not worthy of making $10,000 out in the 95. So you're definitely not going to do it here because you haven't fixed your mind yet. Well, you said anybody could be successful in multi-level marketing.
Pam, take a seat. That is not how it works. If you could make the business work being who you are, you'd already done it.
It's a broken compensation model. And if you feel some kind of way that you feel shame or that you weren't able to be successful in this, like in any broken compensation model in any multi-level marketing company, don't take that with you. Just don't. She got in early. She's at the top. She continues to keep her people in line, even though I'm sure her team is leaking people, but she's not teaching anything, so don't feel like you didn't make it work. These leaders have to take some responsibility at some point for not being good teachers. And the multi-level marketing CEO people in every company need to take accountability too for letting a broken compensation model let them financially win at the losses of other people.
If you could make the business work with the network you have, you'd already done it. If you could make the business work being around the friend circle you have, you'd already done it. You'd already done it. You trying to make $10,000, but you ain't even read a book?
Sorry, she keeps going in and out of how she speaks. I don't know why she does this. She's done it on every single one of the videos. What happened? Been a weeping willow all day. My baby went to school and her best friend from last year wouldn't even speak to her and chose my child's bully. Oh my god, that's devastating. I'm so sorry. I hope that I don't know what to say. I hope that I don't know what to say. I wish I was like Emily D. Baker and I could say like know what to say. I wouldn't know how to recover from that. I'm really sorry.
For real? Girl, no ma'am. And don't be, I read my Bible every day. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. But you know what? Sometimes we need a leadership lesson too. We need a business lesson. Okay. So you guys, I had to grow myself. Now, maybe you start with podcasts, YouTube videos, books. It doesn't really matter. But at some point, podcast is not effective if you're multitasking. Okay. And listen, there's nothing cool about saying you've listened to 60 books in a year. I had someone that was like, oh, I listened to 60 books in a year. Cool. Is it
She does the same thing that Jessie Lee Ward does with her tongue.
personally developing you though? Because heifer, there'd be fruit on the tree.
Why are you calling people heifer? It is interesting. Like, and again, I take things literally. I have lots of love for all animals. I am concerned that every time you are trying to make some kind of statement, you are comparing a human to an animal as a way to degrade them, because every time that she uses heifer, she is explaining somebody who's done something wrong in her eyes.
And if there ain't no fruit on the tree, I don't care, like, what are your roots in? You know what I'm saying? So the decision that I made to go from Ruby to double in 5 months was
Did you know that there are mature trees that cannot produce fruit because they have not been fed correctly or watered correctly? I don't know a ton about fruit trees. You'd have to ask Brianna Jewell because I think she has a lemon tree in her backyard, or she used to. Am I making that up? I don't know. But like, you have to put some care into it to actually make a tree that produces fruit to not only produce fruit, but to be able to have that fruit taste good too. It's a moot point. Oh my god. I wish my sound bites would work. I know they're not sounding good to y'all.
This is all a moot point.
I'm still trying to get my sound stuff. I'm trying not to cry.
I had to make a decision that I was done playing. This ain't no mother trucking hokey pokey. It's not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I had to be all in, okay? Because the disposition comes before the position. You got to show up in your mind first. I had to claim it in my mind. I had to see it before I could see it. Who's picking up what I'm putting down?
I had to see it before I could see it. Look, I don't. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the way I am. I don't get the non-specific language. I've never really got it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I can pick up on the emotion of what someone's trying to say. But you know what's better than guessing? being specific with what you're trying to say and communicate and teach to someone else.
You have to see it before you can see it. You have to touch it before you can touch it. Okay? Y'all get hot in here. It's okay. Okay? I had to make a decision. I had to do personal development, and then I got my butt to conference. If y'all listen, I'm serious. I'm considering driving 13 hours just to get to Nashville. Okay? I ain't got no gosh darn reason to get to Nashville, but I'm like, I can't be left out of the room because my enroller said, if you show up, it'll happen. And I came with an expectation. And I'm telling you, I literally thought Jesus was going to manifest. In fact, on that Saturday of conference, the conference 2017, that Saturday we went out to lunch. I started crying. There was 5 people there, 3 team members, me and my husband, me and Jason. And they were like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing. But 2 weeks later,
Do you see? I think this time she's saying I had to see and imagine the possible success before she could literally see the actual success. Okay, thank you for helping me. Does her husband have a church? Yeah, I think she's a first lady. I think her husband's a I'm trying to look up to see if he is still pastoring somewhere, not to touch the poop and not to dox anyone. I do not call this church. Do not call this church, even though she's a public figure. Don't do it. Okay? We are better than that. We can discuss ideas and keep people maybe from joining her team by debunking her trainings. Y'all like the little Jesus one I got? I'm not trying to be offensive. It's just a little meme I found. Sorry. Also, word salad. Ranch. If it's offensive, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be offensive.
I don't know. Some of y'all get it in the moment. Some of y'all, it's a byproduct. You got to give it a little bit of time. It had to marinate in me.
It's more of a Southern thing. I think it is. It's a more of a Southern thing, I think. My first lady would never.
And 2 weeks later, I don't know what happened, but y'all, it was fire on the inside of me. It was the right formula for me. Each and every one of you have a secret sauce. And if any of my Canadians are on tonight, you got a secret syrup. Amen. Okay? But there's something on the inside of you. You are your secret sauce. But have you made a decision to go in? Are you freaking doing the mindset work? Are you reading the books? Are you taking it in and not just playing it and doing your dishes? That's cool, but is it it's called personal development. It should be personally developing you. Like, oh, if after
I'm Catholic and we don't have preachers with spouses. Good point. I think it's more of a Baptist thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. We need the Jesus meme after this aggression. Marinate inside of. No, thanks.
30 days, there ain't no fruit. What you doing, right? You should have a little bit of change, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of consistency, right? But then I had to get in the room. Proximity is power. Like, you got to get around Erin, not just to look at her nice arms, okay? But you got to like.
Yeah, because only people who are quote unquote low body fat percentage and have muscles are decent human beings. Great. We picked that up from you. And I hope that we don't, I would never want to fall into the logical fallacy that just because we are watching someone here who is a Christian, who is displaying poor leadership tactics and is just being manipulative as hell, we wouldn't jump to the conclusion that they're like all Christians are bad. That's not what I would ever want to imply with anything on my channel. And I want to continue to reiterate that because when I say that everyone is welcome here, I mean it. I really do.
Rub her. Okay, I was in between Joel and Stephanie at this past conference. I was like, Lord Jesus, I'm just rubbing their arms. I'm like, Lord, give me a double portion. Amen. Okay, like, listen. Okay, you got to rub these people, but don't be rubbing me because I don't like physical touch. Okay, but that's what I did, Erin, to answer your question.
I'm not a physical touch person either, so that's what
I'm gonna talk about Erin's arms.
Please don't come
until
and
the day
rub
I
me.
die. Because
Yeah.
if you follow Erin Tweed, you know she's got the buffest arms. I'm like, how can I get your arms while still eating cookies? I don't know, but that's what I want.
Well, it's, toting kids around all day, every day. Okay, so a few more questions for you, and then I will let you go. But that was, I think it is so powerful because, you think, I always like to compare it to, like, if I was still working as a nurse, I would have to go do my.
Oh my God, she left nursing to do multi-level marketing. I love that. I'm an atheist. Some of my best friends are Christians. None of them behave like this. I eat cookies. Let's go, Aaron.
Continuing education hours. I would have to go and do certain certifications to make sure that I'm staying the best of the best. And so I don't know why we don't treat this the exact same way.
Because you get paid for being a nurse. A set either number of hours, you get paid hourly, or you get paid a salary. You sign a contract with a clinic or a hospital or a private practice, and there's an agreed upon amount of money that you are going to get for in exchange for services that you provide. And in multi-level marketing, it's commission only. No guarantee of any income, even if you do a shit ton of work.
And so this, if you really want to make that full-time income with the 10,000 or whatever it is, you have to have that,
I love that.
mindset wrapped in it. So I love it. Okay. So now let's go to the flip side. Maybe somebody is saying, okay, I'm doing all the things. I'm putting up the host posts. I'm reaching out. I'm sending the messages. I'm like they're saying that they're.
Listen, we need a break. Look what Lynn sent me. I'm going to turn off my green screen for this because she found our brand colors in kazoo form. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. If you don't know why we like kazoos, Kevin Tinter of Optavia is why we like kazoos, okay? None. Okay, I'm green now. Surprise, I'm not in a cool studio. Kazoo 1? I cannot. Oh my God, I love it so much. Kazoo 2. It's our brand colors. Oh my God, I love it. Lynn, you're the best. Nobody's crying today. I'm not going to cry. That's just so nice. Can I actually play the kazoo? I'm going to practice first so I don't embarrass myself. I will play our kazoo song, but that's it. Where's our kazoo song? That's it. Hold on, it's coming. There it is. Anyways. Okay, back to the stream.
Doing all the things, but they're not seeing the results, and they're getting frustrated with their business. Like, what is the big piece of advice? And I know you talked a little bit about just
it's meant to be played randomly. I'll work on it. I'm nervous.
Maybe it's the scripts and the content, but how do you deal with that? Or maybe it's not that person, but maybe they're dealing with somebody on their team that's constantly coming to them and saying, hey, like,
I feel like Taishay would be like the best like orchestrator of everything. Yes, we're starting a kazoo band. It's called the MLM Dropouts.
I'm doing things, it's not working. Like, how do we flip that?
Yeah, I honestly think it is your thoughts, your words, and your actions all have to be in alignment.
When you're yelling at us and then when you're telling us to accept the verbal abuse that you're dishing out, does that align with what you just said? I'm asking for a friend.
How many of you have ever ran on autopilot in this business or in your freaking car?
Hell yeah.
We do it all the time. We're like, oh my God, was I awake? Did I run over a cat? you know, and I do it too. Okay. But a lot of times, you know, it can get really easy to check a box. And one thing that I value is I can't
Me
stand using
too.
scripts. I use scripts because I know like the scripts that I feel like, you know, I have, like they're effective. And they say what they want to say, but I'm telling you, I'm constantly reevaluating. Like I live my business. I'm constantly under the microscope. I'm constantly analyzing the things that I do because I know my ratio. If I talk to 10 potentials and I don't have someone moving like lower in my funnel, something's not right. And I have to check my thoughts, my words, and my actions.
Your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And this is what happened? Oh my God. So never relax.
And you need all three of
Oh my God, hell yes, we need a tambourine player. Let's go. You mean lower in the pyramid? Yes, the mid to lower churning position. Oh my God, I love this. Should we make a fake kazoo band shirt? I know I'm like, we'll make all these shirts. Ass math is coming first. I'll work on it.
them to be in alignment, okay? And again, not getting voodoo because this is based on Jesus, okay? But like you can be saying, I'm gonna go diamond, I'm gonna go diamond, I'm gonna go diamond, I'm gonna go diamond, and you could be doing all the action, but if in your head you're like, I freaking suck, my network sucks, this isn't working, why am I doing this? You're doing the right things, but the mindset is mad off.
No, you may be not doing the right things. You obviously have not found a target audience, or guess what? When you're in multi-level marketing in a company, you're competing against every single downline and crossline and upline because you're all selling the same product. It's like Hunger Games. You gotta take in metaphorically, you have to get to the person first. Unless you have an upline who's gonna stack underneath you if you're not a good seller. It's not about your mindset, it's about the skills. Come on. Lynn, why are you up so early? Am I late? Oh my God, it's 10:42. You're up so early. We just opened your kazoos. We just opened them. I love them. I haven't played them. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm gonna practice.
Okay, this is why personal development matters, because this thing, the 6 inches in between your ears, or if you got a tiny head, the 4 inches, I don't know. Aaron, you probably know head sizes better than I do.
You probably know head sizes better than I do. What do you mean? Yeah, she did. She's talking like this because she always does inappropriate language like this. We don't know.
Nurse. But you guys, this like controls you. This thing is trying to make you play so small. It's trying to keep you safe by design, right? And so, but it's not just your thoughts. Some of you are like, you're doing the things, you're thinking positive thoughts. I can do this. I can do this.
Oh,
I'm a teacher, starting a
interesting,
machine.
Michelle.
I can get my 401. And you're doing the work, but your mouth is like, it's so hard, but I'm trying, but my network, nobody wants this. And you're saying the things, and you want to know what's crazy about your words is you have 2 ears that are freaking hearing the things that you're saying.
You know you're thinking before you're speaking, right? So she is one of the types of people who believe that if you think it, it will be a reality. So if you're thinking negatively, not only you're holding yourself back, you're contaminating other people around you because they think that negativity spreads via osmosis of being around people. I understand part of it. I don't understand this concept. Fair warning, because playing kazoos usually makes one laugh a lot. Oh my God, I can't wait. You know what? I'll be brave tomorrow on a stream. I'll play it without. I'll try to play it. Y'all have to promise not to laugh at me, except laugh because that's the whole point. Does she hear herself? I don't know. I think she thinks like I don't know. I really don't know.
And it's like going in, right? Or you're thinking all the things and you're saying all the things, but you're not really doing the work like you should. And so anytime that I have someone that's like maybe complaining or they're not seeing the results, I think there's a lot of things we have to like, it's like an onion. It's not one thing. It's like, okay, let's evaluate what they're putting out and what they're putting in. Let's evaluate, what are you putting in your head? What are you listening to? Are you doing personal development? Is your mindset right? Okay, that's off. Let's shift that.
She is speaking in contradictions, but and it's also like The fact that she said the only reason that you're gonna do well or not do well is because of your mindset, and she's not talking about the skills, that is a no, and she's yelling at us. Listen, where's our cult alert? We've got Aaron somewhere. I know y'all have a cult alert in the chat, but we have where's oh, I only have Jesus. I don't have Aaron right now. I don't know where Aaron I need to put Aaron back up on here.
Let's start looking at your social media, because how you present yourself, you know, you're complaining you're not signing DTs. Well, no one even knows you have a business. Shocker. Okay. Simple fix here. Let's think about what you're putting in a message. Sure, you're sending a script, but are you just like sending the same script to 50 people in 5 minutes? That is a really cool time saver. But if you just slow down a little bit, send it to 10 people, analyze the effectiveness. That's the key word tonight, effectiveness, because you can be doing all.
I thought the keyword tonight was heifer. Am I wrong to think that the keyword tonight was heifer? Because that's what I thought. I'm listening to you call me a cow. That's motivating. Seriously. The Jesus emoji. I mean, I couldn't help it.
all the things, and now you're just blowing through potentials and you're not effective. You know,
Welcome to my multi-level marketing group, Empire, where you too can be called a heifer and demeaned every time we have a Zoom call.
maybe, and you guys would be shocked. Like, you can study any sales things. Your diction, the words that you use, one tweak of something, and it can be a game changer. Do you want to know the closing line that I heard? I'm gonna give y'all gold tonight. Y'all can just take this, okay? How many of you guys say like does that
The puns.
This is all a moot point.
It's all a moot point. I need to put that one, and let me see if I can put it in here. Here we go.
This is all a moot point.
It's all a moot point.
that sound good? Do you guys say, does that sound good? You know, like you send your script, you're like, does that sound good? Or, you know, what do you think about it? Or do you think that sounds good? Like you guys say stuff.
Maybe you provide better scripts for your team. Am I being an asshole for asking that? You're the leader. Why don't you give them better scripts? Does heifer go on name tags too? Ooh. That's what the cover of this should have been. Hello, my name is Heifer. And I should have put her on the front. And I should have put an ItWorks logo. Or hello, your name is Heifer. Because she's calling us heifers.
Like that, right? Okay. Well, I've been doing this for like 3 years. This
Yes.
one sentence shifted everything for me. I just say this. Do you feel good about it?
It was prophetic.
Here's the thing. Bop, 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 bop. Do you feel good about it? They're like, yeah, I do. Let's roll. Y'all, that, like, but does this sound good or do you feel good about it? Look at how simple that is. So when you think about small, words don't matter. Bull crap, they don't.
Words matter, but you're not going to give scripts to your team. Words matter, but you've been calling us heifers this entire call. Words matter, but you alluded to the Utah team being inbred. Words matter for everyone else, but not for you. Wow. Makes us feel all warm and fuzzy inside, Ashley.
That has unlocked so many more sales. Because I'm like, do you feel
Drop a cow in the chat if you are enraged by this live stream. I mean, not me, but her.
good about it? Because I care about how they feel. Do you see how it goes to like a higher level? And, oh, she cares about how I feel. I feel great about it, right? Like it's a sales tactic. And so what you say, like what you say over your business, what you think over your business, and the actions you do, those matter. But also it matters to the people who are saying yes. If you sound like a buffoon or you sound like a robot, you have a higher probability of people not getting it. So
if you have a script that sounds like a robot and your leader was the one that gave you that script, you can go shove it. I'm just kidding. You should just look and realize that your leader has set you up for failure. I don't want you to be better at multi-level marketing, but if you cannot see the huge holes in this presentation or in this team training from these top leaders, I don't know what to tell you.
someone's usually complaining or coming to me, there's a process of like breaking it down. that you just kind of have to do. And those are kind of the things that I look at. I'm looking at what are they doing? What are they putting out? What are they saying to people? And you can tell a whole
Well, we've been called heifers about 60 times. We have been yelled at. She goes in and out of using AAVE and also what is it called? Co-opting the term tribe to describe people, and then alluded that the Utah team, the lady on the left is leading, is inbred. 30 seconds. You don't have to even watch the rest of the stream. I'm just kidding. I hope you stay.
lot by someone's social media. Like, babe, and if I can't see your social media because it's private, that's problem number one.
I know. We should have been an eCam because then we could have thrown tomatoes at the screen. Because I can't do it. Can I do it here? Let's just check. I don't think that I can get the GIF small enough. Let me see. I'll just look. Where? Fire pants can go on the screen. I'm looking for a GIF. Okay. It's not going to be small enough. It needs to be 3 megabytes, and I can't get it small enough. That's why eCam's better.
Like, problem number one. But you can tell a lot by someone, or tell a lot about someone just by their posting on social media alone. Their passion, are they on autopilot? Are they even being effective? Is anyone even caring at what they're saying? Like,
why don't you teach people how to do social media then? Why don't you teach people how to grow their following of actual followers who are interested in the product from 0 to 10, and then from 10 to 100, then from 100 to 1,000? You don't know how to do that? Sounds like a personal problem. And then you're blaming your team. What a great leader.
like that says a lot. So
Yes. Well, and I think it's just a great reminder because we have the ease of access, right, with boards, but sometimes you can get very lazy with your.
Does anyone have access to their boards that they can send me? Or does anyone have access to a Zoom call? I would love to sneak in. What do her analytics look like, I wonder? I know. Good question. She has about 60,000 followers on Instagram. The lady, the yelly lady. Ashley. We need a bull gift counter for tracking bullying statements, and we wonder where kids get it from. Yeah, I mean, and again, I have to think about this too. I'm doing a commentary space, and it's like, do I cross the line in talking about people? Because I've had DMs where people said I'm being a bully, and I have to think about the impact, maybe long-lasting impact of what I say on the internet. I've got to be able to be self-aware enough to know, like, I don't want to do that. Am I doing that? I don't know. So if they're using board, how can she be insulting their scripts? You're being too smart for this chat. I'm just kidding. This is yes. This is ItWorks. This is the thigh wrap stuff. This is the saran wrap stuff. Oh my god.
Responses and just been like, oh, I can send this, but it's like somebody asked about like one other part of the thing, and then you're missing the whole question. So I love that. And even there's a book called Stories That Sell. I forget who.
Donald Miller. Is that Donald?
Yes.
Oh my god, no way. Stop it.
So when I listened to that, he said, and this is something even with your before and afters, you can post like, I need product test.
She made her team volume was almost $3 million. It's not really saran wrap. It's, if you watch the stream from the other day, they're like applications of things that have herbs in them that allegedly make you skinnier. If you and they have supplements too. And then to hold that in place, you wrap yourself with saran wrap.
And stuff like that. But if you can give the testimony of somebody that truly experienced it and how they're feeling and, you know, like what it did for them. If it's a mom that now feels better because she can fit in her goal jeans, and what does that feel like being able to do those things? That's
Do you want a pack to look at? I still have some unopened packages from when I was in. Oh my god, I do. Can you DM me on Instagram? Send me an email. Send me an email. Say hello to dc@gmail.com. There's my email, Comfy Kitchen, if you don't have Instagram.
what people are going to relate to. It's just those stories. And so being effective in your conversation and those posts, I absolutely love it. Okay. So last question. And then if you guys have any, you can drop them in the chat. We're going to try and stay on time. That way we're respectful of that. But what is kind of like your process as far as we're switching totally new gears, brand new distributors? Like, how are you bringing them in? What does that first week look like, or anything that you just feel like, hey, I used to do this, but I've really found this to be effective?
So I can tell you, up until about a year and a half ago, I was doing a new DT training every Tuesday night. It was like clockwork. It was the same thing over and over and over. And we got away from it, kind of gave a little bit of freedom to people to, well, we had like a 3-step training process. Like, what was it? Training, Zoom, group chat, training, Zoom, group chat. Like, we had a training video that's very generic, something I created for our whole team to use. You know, people can add them to the team page, tag them in that video, kind of just gives them like, hey, this is what you signed up for. Your kit is coming in the mail. Here's our new 4-1. Here's how to make
3 million in sales is the volume her team did. It wasn't how much she made for the year. I know. I hope I'm probably being blasphemous. I don't know.
$500. It's like a 20-minute video that people do. So they do training, then they hop on a Zoom with people. Obviously now I'm not so much like Zoom, but are you really just connecting with your new distributor? I think a lot of times, you know, we just want to like send them a dissertation, you know, and I've gotten that, and no offense if anybody does that right now. I find that to not be effective. We're in a society where you have the most access to people. We have more time than we've ever had before. We have more resources than we've ever had before. We have more money than we've ever had before. We have more community right now than we've ever had before, and people are lonely.
Sure.
If you are lonely, drop a me below.
I know it's easy for someone to say you don't need to pay to be friends with people, but as someone who I have a really hard time making friends, and I feel like I've connected with people here on YouTube, and I feel like I've had some good conversations with some of y'all in the chat too. It's not as easy for someone to say you don't have to pay for friends when I would have paid to be friends with people, and that was one of the reasons that it took me so long to leave Young Living, was because I didn't want to lose the friendships. I talked to Hold on, I need to take my medicine. Please hold. Okay. Ew. So it's easy. Like, if you're popular, you can make friends easily. For you to say like you don't need to pay to be friends with people, I believe that, but it's like I was scared of leaving because, and I'm still sad. Like I didn't. You know, I talked to the girl who signed me up every day on Marco Polo, and it's sad. And like them exploiting loneliness is just twisty to me.
If you feel lonely at any time, and I'm not saying that your leader's not doing a good job. I'm not saying your team's not doing a good job. I probably have leaders on here that might say that too. Okay, it's not. But look at how many of you feel lonely at some level, right? And so
I have a brush that I scrape my scalp with at night Then I have a boar's bristle deal that I brush my oil through my hair. I just washed it. And then I only wash it when my scalp actually gets oily, which now, after having done this for 3 years, I go 2 to 3 weeks without washing my hair, which seems gross, but that's what I do. And it does probably genetically, but like I've also have more hair than all of my siblings, so it's probably genetic. So I don't know. And I sleep in a silk. I just washed it, so it's like being a Chewbacca, but I do put a silk bonnet on at night and sleep in it so it doesn't the ends don't dry out before my scalp gets oily.
Being able, I think the greatest thing that you can give someone is time. And I can tell you right now, the number one thing I hate in this business is that I can't charge people time. It's the number one thing I hate in this business, because there's nothing more that sucks than investing your time into someone and at any moment they can walk away. That's hard. It hurts the soul. It hurts the heart. It hurts. You're like, God.
And like I probably like, and I the girl that was in my wedding, because my siblings were my bridesmaids, and then my one friend that I had growing up, where I didn't feel like I got to tell the truth in terms of what I wanted, because I was desperate for a friend, and I didn't think that if I gave up that friendship, I'd be able to make another one. And then the whole faith walking, dumping that happened, she just texted me after we haven't spoken in, I don't know, 5 years. And she reached out with some pictures of us from when we were kids, and it's like, I'm not sure if I want to. Well, this is selfish of me being lonely, but it's also like, if I decide to pick up the friendship, am I going to be able to have my boundaries and still speak my mind and be safe emotionally? I don't know. So I'm still thinking about that. It's just not easy. So
I invested so much time in them. Like, it sucks. But I think it's the greatest asset that we have to show people that we matter, or they matter, because we can never get time back. And I think even if it's just like 15 minutes, like, get over yourself. You have 15 minutes to jump on a phone call with your brand new DT, share your story with them, hear their
does ItWorks have keto coffee? Because if they do, a friend conned me into drinking it. I didn't know she gave me this keto coffee, and I was so violently ill after 10 minutes from drinking it. Oh my God. I genuinely like the sugar cookie flavored one, but the original was disgusting. Holy moly.
story, tell them you believe in them. Hey, we love you. We're so excited. You value, like, you already matter and we don't even know you. Like, you make our team better. Like, saying those things, I think that matters. And if you can get on a Zoom, get on a Zoom. Maybe not everybody wants to Zoom. Maybe you don't have time. Maybe you're busy. That's fine. Again, I'm not going to tell you how to ride the horse, but I think connecting with the new distributor ASAP is so vital. There's a reason why, like, it's so funny. I saw a video about it today, sent it to one of my homies. There's a reason why TikTok is pushing 7-second videos, 10-second videos.
This is from a year ago, so like this is all that I could find. Can I just say this kindly to anyone in the chat? Yes. If you're going to get information, get it from like TikTok creative or Instagram creative or whatever, and make interesting content. Okay? Watch it back and listen to it. And if you cringe, try it again in the future. If people do not want to watch your content, it will reflect in who watches your content. Okay? If you're not growing, and it is too hard to explain. TikTok wants you to stay on the app as long as possible. Same as YouTube, same as Instagram. So if you post something where people are kicking themselves out of your stories because they don't want to watch it, that means Instagram is saying your account is not safe to show people because people don't want to stay on Instagram when they watch your stuff. Same thing with TikTok. That's why you get slowed down. And she's not even helping people understand stuff.
There's a reason, you guys, because if they can train us to say,
Welcome. I forgot you were going live because the other day I was watching your live and got inspired to set up my art shop and start selling the art I've been making. Awesome. Send me a DM. Send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email and I'll check it out. This is my email, and also say hello to DC is my Instagram handle.
I mean, how many of us right now, it takes this. If you don't get my attention in 3 seconds, I'm gone. Like we're being reprogrammed, right?
Oh my God, stop with the conspiracy theory. You know what? This has been me since I was a child before I even heard of we didn't even have tablets when I was a kid. I'm that old. We had computers. With music for me specifically, I know if I want to listen to it based off of like the first second of like the first notes of the music. I can't help it. And yeah, if the music or if you talking isn't interesting, I'm gonna swipe. Good night, Marie.
Back in the day, we didn't have all these stimulants. Our parents, my God, I mean, I'm 37 years old, but I'm no spring chicken. It's called Botox, y'all. But like, listen, like my parents, my grandparents, they stayed at a job for 30 years and retired. They lived in the same house. They came home, they ate dinner, they'd watch a little television. You had to get up and turn the knob. Y'all don't know about that, okay? So my grandma had. And they had a phone that connected to the wall. You had to like pay for long distance. You had one of these phones, okay? Like I grew up like that with my.
She's 4 years older than I am. We didn't have rotary phones. Yeah, they were still around. We know what they're called, what they are, but like we didn't have them in our house growing up. Maybe some of y'all did. I don't know why she's talking like this. I don't have an issue with people talking like this. She keeps co-opting the way people speak to try to liven up her pitch, and it is grating because of her. Not that I
grandparents, but it's not like that nowadays. Nowadays, we're all over the map. We're doing all the things. My kids have it worse than I did in school 20 years ago. Okay? Like it's crazy. And so if you can
I love
give
that.
someone your time,
I love them.
that junk matters, right? And so, tagging them in the training video, being able to have that connection and having it quick because it matters and because you want them to be
Me
leaned in,
too.
and then getting them a win. I think getting them a
No,
win, getting
she's
them
37 last year, so she's 38 now.
a customer, getting them a sample sold, getting them even some potentials, doing whatever it takes to say, hey, you've got 30 days, but we're doing this in 7 to 10. You guys, do you realize you get to set the urgency for it? Like, do you know if it takes you, do you realize that actually, I haven't, okay, calling myself out. What's it been, a week and a half that we've been back from conference? I packed 2 suitcases. One of them I haven't even unpacked yet. It's got all my shoes still in it, still literally sitting on the floor next to my bed. Why? Because if you give yourself 30 days to do it, you'll do it on day 30. You'll do it on day 29, right? And so you get to create the standard that you set for your new distributors. If you want them to do it in 7 days, they're not going to know any different. Hey, you got to do this in 7 days. Let's go. You get to create that urgency. And I think leading with honesty, urgency, and accountability, I just think that that's so needed. Call people higher. And here's what I will say lastly. I have no doubt I'm probably not an easy leader. Okay. Like I'm a hot mess. My energy is all over the place.
No, you're just mean. No one has an issue with your energy. No one has an issue with you being, talking about different things. I think the co-opting of AAVE and using it inappropriately. I think using tribe. I think telling people on the Utah team that they're inbred. I think you just talking down to people and then intentionally abusing, allegedly, verbally abusing people. I think that's the issue. Calling people heifers, I think that's an issue too. Okay.
Never know, like if you talk to me on a day when I don't have a lot of sleep, like you're probably going to get one word answers and you think I hate you and it's not. It's just, if you love me, let me sleep. Like I don't want food, I don't want shopping, I don't want drug, sex, rock and roll. I just want sleep. Okay, it's the way to my heart.
What? You're a pastor's wife. What do you mean drugs? Oh my god, I love cassette tapes. Oh, I used to listen to cassette tapes all the time.
And so I have no doubt that I'm not the easiest leader. Like I don't know. I'm probably not approachable. I want everyone to leave me alone, but I want everyone to need me. Like anybody else out there, I'm like, everybody must need me, but nobody needs me. And so, it's all over. But here's the thing that I would say. I would rather have someone say about me, Ashley Mayfield pushed me too hard. She cared too much. She rode me too hard. She expected a lot out of me, than them say, well, I joined Ashley and I never heard from her again. And people are going to say what they want to say.
We're going to say what we want to say about you. Good leaders sometimes, if they're not good teachers, they're going to equip the team that they're leading with good teachers. Good leaders don't necessarily have to win all of the prizes and be number one and step on other people to get to the top. I think you're creating a narrative in your head maybe that isn't true. Who knows?
Regardless of the truth. But if I had to choose a scenario,
oh my god, get it. Want to get one? You think the US has it?
if I had to choose an extreme, I'd rather people be like, she believed in me too much. She wanted too much from me. She called me
Same.
higher. She made me uncomfortable. I'd rather people say that about me than like,
Oh my god. Lynn, get it.
I fell through the crack. Now, let me humble myself and let you know that people have fallen through the crack that I've enrolled. Okay. Like it has happened, unfortunately. But I guess that's what I would say, like to a new distributor, you gotta find a system that is really simple, that makes it easy, that makes it fun. Your energy can make it fun for people. Right. And just help them meet that first goal. My goal is not to help people retire, come home. Y'all know I'm like the debt payoff queen. Like that's my passion. Okay. But if they say they want $100, mother trucker, we're getting $100 ASAP. And then we're going to double that. And then it's what's next. Okay. What's next? Okay. Not everybody comes in. And so don't think you don't have a runner just because they're not out here yet. If my enroller said I had to be out here when I first joined, I wouldn't be here today. She just said, what do you want? And I said 200 to 300. That's all I had to
Why does this sound exactly like Jesse Lee Ward's pitch?
brain cell for $200 to $300. That's it. I saw her live in $1 million house on the lake in California. And I said I can only do
I love
$200 to $300.
that.
I stalked her for 18 months, watched her buy a brand new car cash,
Why?
Chevy Tahoe cash, and I said I can only make $200 to $300, right? And so, it's classic sales. If you go to Burger King, which we all know Burger King is the best fast food restaurant ever.
Is she joking right now? I wouldn't say Burger King's the best. What do I know? I'm just a gremlin with a conscience.
That's why I'm never gonna have arms like Aaron, because I love Whoppers. But when you add, like, let me put it like this: if you're ever think about sales like this, if I go to Burger King and I say, hey, I want a number 7, I want a Whopper Junior, they're gonna say, are you sure you don't want a chicken sandwich? No, they're not gonna say that. They're gonna say, okay, we're gonna give that. Do you want a large? They're going to give me exactly what it is that I want, and then they're going to try to upsell me. So meet people where they're at, help them get exactly what it is that they want, and then cast a little bit more vision for them. So that was kind of like a answer, but hopefully there was a nugget in there.
I do love a Wendy's.
No, that was perfect. And I mean, I think that's what we've all
Your audio is so different.
kind of figured out over the years, is that everybody learns different and they need
Culver's? Has anyone eaten at Culver's? Okay. Oh my god. Wait on. Oh my god, Lynn just sent me the link. Oh my god, it's so cute, Lynn. You have to buy it. Oh, I wish we had this in the United States. Lynn, you've got to get it. Oh my god. It's so good. Culver's is so good, right? Culver's custard, unbeatable. Getting to get it free when you fill out the survey, unbeatable.
different things. And so it's not just the cookie.
Let's see it. Okay, present, share screen, window. Look at this. Look at that. It's a cassette tape light speaker thing. Isn't it so cool? Oh my god, I love it so much. Oh my god, Pam. Oh my god, if you drive it's more like I don't know, we had it in Wisconsin. It's so good. Culver's is delicious. Yes, pastor's wife. It would be so cool in the office. Culver's is this isn't in the US, I don't think. I'll have to look at the IKEA here. But sorry.
You know, because I remember just getting to a page and it's like you got tagged in 50 million posts, but at the time that's what we knew to do. And so, you know, it just is one of those things. Okay, so last thing is
I love it. I know. I Rivka. I wish I was still we used to live in Kenosha and my spouse would drive into the military base for work in Illinois. And Culver's was the best. Also, Culver's pretzels, delicious. Not the pretzel buns are good too, but they had like little pretzel bites. Yeah, Culver. If you can get to a Culver's, try it. Try their custard. Try their sandwiches, like their hamburgers. I don't know what else to try.
Is there anything else that you just have on your heart that you want to share with this group? And then we'll go ahead and let everybody go. But I know I'm super excited, even coming back from conference, just the small intimacy of just that event. And it was so amazing, but it just, you know, it lit a fire.
Shake Shack, their fries are good. And listen, also, if you're in the South, I think it's only a chain in Mississippi, but if you've ever been to Mugshots, it's the best. Mugshots is so good. There's a barbecue, like a barbecue bacon burger or something with sweet potato fries. So good.
In a different way, because I feel like we've had all things, like you said, we've got the right team, we've got the money, we've got the support, we've got all that, but it actually feels like it's all the pieces of the puzzle are actually connected this year. And so anything that you want to just share with this group before we hop off?
Yeah, you want to know what? I would tell you guys that you need to give yourself permission. I think a lot of times we're looking externally, we're looking for someone to believe in us, we're looking for someone to speak over us, that is amazing. I am so grateful. Can we give like shout out to all the husbands that are amazing? Like I married my soulmate.
I guess there's only heterosexual people in this group. I'm confused.
Married, like my husband makes me a better human and he believes in me when I'm down and he calls me higher and he bought cute M&Ms that have our names on them and it says boop what we call each other and like I absolutely just adore my husband, but you know you might not have that and I don't always have that because guess what, as much as my husband believes in me, he also gonna call me a knucklehead when I need it. He gonna call me higher, okay? And so, you know, but I think that I just think at the end of the day.
You know what Mugshots is? Oh my god, I'm about to cry. No, you know what Mugshots is? Oh my god. I cannot believe this.
we can wait until our environment is conducive, or we can just give ourselves permission.
Yeah.
And I just want you to know that you can. And if you're on here tonight and you don't think you can, you can. And I hope it's okay to say this, Erin. I'm doing, and I dropped it in the ambassador chat already, but I'm doing a company-wide Zoom tomorrow with all these different stories, because I think it's so important that you find someone that's got your story.
Oh my God. That is the one thing we used to live in Meridian, Mississippi. And we, Mugshots was like our date spot. Go, Rebecca. Oh my God, go to it. It's worth the drive. Costco in Canada has Putin at the food court. Ooh. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
And you're going to hear from a single mom. You're going to hear from someone who's working full time. You're going to hear from all different ranks and all those people who have earned the $4,000 bonus. And I thought about calling it no excuses. I was like, let me call this the no excuse Zoom, because y'all mother truckers ain't got no excuse. And I thought, okay, Mayfield.
Mother truckers, so you are calling us motherfuckers. I mean, just say the word. You know what I'm saying? We know what you mean by it, and it, okay.
Like, calm down, little Grinch heart needs to grow a little bit. Like, that's not really inspiring. So let's call it the you can Zoom, because I think in this season, you need to know that you really can. You're just, it's not that you won't, or it's not that you can't, it's that you choose not to. There's a difference, right? But I think when you give yourself permission, and I'm going to say this, I believe, and I might be different than all the other mindset and leadership gurus out there, I believe, how many of you know why your life needs to change, but you're still not changing it? Just drop a 1 in the chat right now.
Social determinants of health, people living in food deserts, being born into poverty, I mean, like, maybe you grow up without parents, maybe you grow up in foster care, maybe you have disabilities, maybe you have chronic pain. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying that those people cannot be successful. I'm saying that it is harder for some people to do things. We are cows and trucks now. I love that. Sky. Oh my God. What happened? Oh no. What just happened? I can't get out. Oh. You can now star. Where? I can't get out of oh my God. Hold on. I can't see the comments anymore.
Like, you know exactly why you need to get out of debt. You know exactly why you need to stop living paycheck to paycheck. You know exactly why your car is broke, busted, and disgusted, but you still driving that hoopty, okay? So many of us know our whys. So this whole idea that your why will find a why that makes you cry and it'll change your life, I kind of think it's bullcrap. I think a lot of us are afraid to say what it is that we want.
I do a 5-finger flip off though, and I know it means the middle finger, but I do like making it G-rated, so if someone doesn't know what I'm doing, then they don't get offended. This is my 5-finger flip off. I feel guilty now.
I think a what can be more powerful than a why. And I think some of you tonight need to give yourself permission and start saying that what.
Oh,
what
no.
is it that you want? What do you want? Do you want $500? Then mother trucker, go get $500. It is yours for the taking, because you can. So right now, before we hop off, what do you want? Draw in, no bull crap.
Can I just say this as kindly as possible? And I'm assuming that I'd be talking to somebody, maybe I'm guessing she doesn't recruit people who aren't able-bodied. But if you are looking for like an extra $500 a month, you could make that in a couple of weeks doing Ship It. Or a couple days doing Ship It. Or Uber Eats. Or DoorDash. Or stocking at a grocery store. Or, like, I don't know. No, I appreciate that, because my mom says the same thing, but that's why I started cussing, because I didn't want to use the filler words.
I want $500. No. Do you want to buy a car cash? Do you want to go debt free? Do you want to retire from that freaking job that you hate? Well, guess what, baby? There's nothing
Quitting the job is not the same as retiring with a pension, ma'am.
greater on the inside of me that's not on the inside of you. I just learned how to say what it was that I wanted. In a world that told me I couldn't, I said bet. I said bet. Baby, I know what I want. I know what I want, mother trucker. I put my sign back up. I took this sign down last year because I started having disbelief. I put that sign back up because if you haven't gotten in the room and you haven't met our new corporate people, ooh, I said,
My whole thought is say what you mean. Usually swearing doesn't help get your point across unless you're being mean or insulting or angry. That's a good point. I'm angry when I cuss sometimes, but I try not to call people the words I'm talking about. Or I try to say, because I wouldn't say that someone's an effing idiot. I do use the F word. I use the cursey words, but I wouldn't want to use them in a way that she's using it right now. You don't have to sign up MLM at $199.
come on, Meredith. Meredith said, Mayfield, put your sign back up. I say, yes, ma'am. I'm putting that back. I don't know when I'm getting that. That's not up to me. When and how, that's up to Jesus. But I know what I
It's up to your compensation plan and how many people you recruit. I mean, do we have to really discuss this? I'd rather have her curse than nonsense lingo. I'm glad this isn't a drinking game. We'd be toasted. We'd be toasted a long time ago.
want. And I know what I'm worthy of. And I know what I'm fighting for. And I know what I'm responsible for. Because this number isn't about me. It symbolizes all the people that I get to impact.
It is about you. It is about you and how many people you recruit and how much volume they buy from the company and how much volume your customers buy from the company. You're saying that it's more meaningful than it is, honestly.
Right? But I know what I want. Do you? And too many of us, we suppress what it is that we want because we're embarrassed. We're afraid of judgment. Oh, you're too greedy. You're too much. Mother trucker, keep telling me I'm too much.
I think it's
Turn your volume down. Why does it
I think it's just me and growing up. Like I did not use any language until I was in my 30s. So I say flippity flop, but I don't know what replacement that would be. Fluffery I use for the F word, but it's also like takes the steam out of what they're doing because it does feel like fluffery. My dad didn't grow up cussing around us. My mom didn't either. And like stupid was a bad word in our house. So, you know, I'm probably the only sibling that cusses. But I don't know. I'm still figuring my life out.
have to be Mayfield's too much? Why can't it be you're not enough? Why does loyalty mean I have to stay on your level? Why is it Mayfield left me behind? Why isn't it you couldn't keep up? I'm just saying, sometimes if you want a different
Maybe because when you're a leader and you're training people and you say you're going to get the training that you need with our team, you run with the slowest person so that you can help them get better. So then they can go and encourage the next person up. Then you can run with two people and help them get stronger. And then you start to build up the people who are behind in terms of running if you're a running coach. And you build the morale. It's not just, oh yeah, the cross-country coach can beat everybody in 7th grade or year 7. Big whoop. If he's not helping the kids learn how to get faster in year 7 or 7th grade, he or she or they are not a good coach.
answer, ask a different question. And I see a life coach. Okay. I've invested in counseling because if you can't tell, crazy. Okay. For like almost 3 years, I've been working with the same lady. And she tells me, if you want a different answer, Ashley, ask it. She don't call me Ashley. That would kind of be rude. If you want a different question or different answer, ask a different question. Why is it got to be, oh, I got to tone down. No, I'm going to start saying what I want. And I'm going to start being freaking loud about it. Because you know what? I have other people that get inspired by me saying what I want. And it's time that you start saying what it is that you want and you stop hiding behind it and you stop trying to suffocate it because, oh, well, my husband thinks this and my family thinks this. And man, screw that. I'm not saying your husband, okay? I mean, listen, that's a marriage issue. I ain't gonna touch that. I ain't gonna talk about it. But like your friend.
She's talked about marriage though on Jessica Hickson's videos. I'm pretty sure she's gotten in between. She has had some advice about people's marriages.
Your sister, your mom, your grandma, your neighbor, your boss, like, no, start saying what it is that you want because you know why your life needs to change. Well, then just say it. Say what and then go after it. Some of you can't say what because you don't keep your word to yourself. That's a you
I love that.
issue. That's a you issue. Start doing the things you say you're going to do and you'll start developing that trust. But I think put yourself in the game. You can, and just start saying what it is that you want.
Well, that was freaking fire. And I wish I had the gift.
Everyone can buy statistically. Not every MLM training can be freaking fire. You know what I would have said? Hey, why don't you cool your jets and stop calling my team heifers? I would have said it right then. It's probably why I'm not in multi-level marketing.
GIF, whatever you want to say, of Noah from the Notebook. Just say,
I'll find one. We'll look at it. I don't even remember the question she was answering. What would she tell the team if she could, I think?
what do you want? Like, I wish that would be the perfect thing because that's how I'm envisioning it, like just screaming, and all the things. So thank you so much for taking time away from your family and your team tonight. You have just inspired us so much. I already know that phone is blowing up and all the ahas that are going to come. And so we just appreciate you. You are such a firecracker, but I have just loved it. And thank you so much again for.
I'm trying to work. I think Hannah Alonso did a video. If you want to watch it, just call me Joe. There's some at-home things you can do. But when I first had to quit my job because of my medical stuff, I'm thinking differently about what gig economy would be for people who are in chronic pain or who can't go out and do those jobs. And it's like, I don't have the answer yet for viable things that you can do, but I'm still looking into it.
Jumping on with us. God, that ending was so good. It's going to take me
thank
like
you
2 weeks to
guys.
process it. And then I'll come to you and be like, okay, I know what I want.
I love you guys. Thank you so much just for letting me be me. I value that. I'm always
Let me be me. You know what? If live chat, if being me ends up crushing your souls, you have to let me know because I would not want me to interfere or to harm y'all or to step on y'all as we were expected to just lay there and let her step all over us when she was yelling at us.
Now, it's always out of love. It's always to call you higher because I believe in you. And listen, someone's got to push your back against the wall, and I'll gladly carry that burden.
Oh my gosh, I just love you so much. Thank you so much for this. It was so awesome. I will get this up on my YouTube so you guys can share it with your teams. But I just appreciate each and every one of you for hopping on as well. And yes, I hope everybody has a great night and we'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.
guys.
Oh my God. Well, holy moly. Listen, if you have a call you want me to look at, or you can send it to this link. It's also in my YouTube picture on my cover. It's also in my Instagram. I try to find my own content, but sometimes I can't. I did just put 10 new videos in the free anti-MLM folder. And yeah, I'm just trying to cover stuff and function normally. Name calling is not love. Mother trucker dude, that was painful. She's a top earner in ItWorks. I don't even know what to say. You know what? Are we gonna have to make an emote now? I have to make so many emotes. I have to make a squirrel with a tinfoil hat. I've got to do mother trucker now. I've got a what other ones do we need? I don't know. There's so many we need. There's like 27 we can get. I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know how to make that many right now. Oh my god. I shouldn't have done that, what I did at dinner. That's okay. Oh, we need a troll. We need a gremlin with a conscience. Yes. All aboard the mother trucker. Oh my god. I love that. Some of us like our jobs. I get it. I get it. I get it. Y'all, thank you for joining me. It's been a great, I don't even know how long I've been streaming for because I can't see the timer at the top. But oh my god, 2 hours and 35 minutes. I say this with love. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to call us efforts. I can't do it. Oh my god. I was going to say it, but then I didn't. And then I'm like, I kind of want to say it now, but I'm not going to.
Conceivable.
Y'all are the best. I'm going to wind down and get ready for, I think Nicole and I are doing part 2 of Jessie Lee Day 1 tomorrow. And I'm going to do another stream. I'm trying to buffer all the Jessie Lee content because it's a lot. It's a lot. Are the mother truckers driving the toxic gossip train? I think so. I think so. Oh my gosh, y'all are the best. Take care. Stay safe. Make sure to hydrate. Take your medicine. And I will see you on the next live stream. Oh, I was going to press my outro and now I can't because I'm in StreamYard. Okay, one moment. Okay, goodbye.